You don't have a focus problem. You've been trained to lose it. Every time you open your phone, every time you switch tabs, every time you scroll, just for a second, you're training your brain to quit. So when you sit down to do something important and you can't focus, that's not failure. That's the result. And the worst part, you're reinforcing it every single day without realizing it. You sit down to study, you open one tab, then another, then you check your phone. Just for a second, a few minutes pass, then more, and suddenly 40 minutes are gone, and you did nothing. But here's what's crazy. It didn't feel like 40 minutes. It felt like nothing, like your brain just slipped. That's not lack of discipline. That's conditioning. And if you don't understand this part, you'll keep blaming yourself for a system that's working exactly as designed. Because your brain doesn't care about your goals, it cares about efficiency. And right now, distraction is the most efficient thing it knows. Fast input, low effort, instant reward, repeat. So when you try to study, or work, or focus, you're not just trying to concentrate, you're going against a pattern you've been reinforcing for years. And that's why it feels so hard. Not because the task is hard, but because your brain is pulling you somewhere else. And here's where most people get stuck. They think, I just need more discipline. So they push harder, force more, try to lock in. And maybe it works for a few minutes. But then the urge comes back. Check your phone, open something else, escape. And eventually you give in. Not because you're weak, but because you never changed the environment. That's creating the problem. Let me show you something. If I put you in a room with your phone next to you, notifications on, multiple tabs open, easy access to distraction, and then say, focus, you're already at a disadvantage. But if I remove all of that, same brain, same person, suddenly it's easier. That's not motivation, that's design. And focus is a design problem, not a personality flaw. Your brain adapts to whatever you repeat. So if you repeat distraction, you build a distracted brain. If you repeat focus, you build a focused one. Simple, but not easy. Because right now, most people are repeating distraction all day. Wake up, phone. Idle moment, phone. Bored, phone. No space, no silence, no recovery. And that leads to something dangerous. You lose your ability to stay, not just in work, in anything, conversations, learning, thinking. Everything becomes shorter, shallower, faster. And here's the part no one talks about. When you lose depth, you lose quality. You can spend hours doing something and still produce nothing meaningful because your attention keeps resetting again and again and again. Now quick pause. If this is hitting you right now, hit like and subscribe because this isn't just about focus. It's about taking back control of how you think. And most people never fix this. Back to it. Here's the shift that changes everything. Focus isn't about forcing your brain to stay. It's about removing what's pulling it away. So instead of asking, how do I focus more? Ask, what's constantly breaking my focus? Because that's the real enemy. And once you see it, you can start fixing it. First, reduce stimulation. Not tomorrow. Now, turn off notifications. Move your phone away. Close what you don't need. Because every extra input is a decision you didn't make, and your brain will follow it. Second, shrink the task. Stop aiming for long sessions. That's where most people fail. Start with 20 minutes. No switching, no checking, no escape. And here's the key. When it gets uncomfortable, don't leave. That exact moment is where your brain is trying to go back to its old pattern. If you stay, even for one more minute, you break it. That's the rep. That's how focus is trained. Not in comfort, but in resistance. Third, bring boredom back. Right now, you've eliminated it. Every second is filled. But boredom is not useless. It's necessary. It's where your brain resets, where thoughts connect, where clarity comes from. So sit. No phone, no music, no stimulation, just a few minutes. First, it feels wrong. Then it feels slow. Then it gets quiet. And then it gets clear. That's when focus starts to return. And finally, control the reward. Right now, most people do this backwards. They interrupt focus and reward distraction. So your brain learns. Leaving is better than staying. Flip that. Stay first. Finish the block. Then reward. Now your brain learns. Staying is worth it. And this is where everything shifts. Because now, you're not fighting your brain. You're training it. And once that happens, focus stops feeling impossible. It starts feeling natural. But only if you keep the pattern. Because this is the truth. You don't rise to your intentions. You fall to your patterns. So if your pattern is distraction, that's where you go. But if your pattern becomes focus, that's where you stay. And over time, that changes more than just your productivity. Changes your identity. You stop being someone who tries to focus and become someone who does. Now here's something deeper. The real cost of distraction isn't time, it's fragmentation. Every time you switch, you break your thinking. And when thinking breaks, depth disappears. You can't connect ideas. You can't go deeper. You can't create anything meaningful. You just react. And reacting is not the same as thinking. That's why you can spend hours busy and still feel like you did nothing. Because nothing stuck. Nothing developed. Nothing finished. And the more this repeats, the harder it becomes to reverse. Because your brain adapts fast. So if you don't interrupt the pattern becomes you. But the good news is, it works both ways. If you start protecting your focus, even in small blocks, your brain adapts to that too, faster than you expect. So start simple. 20 minutes. Protect it. No interruption. No escape. Just one thing. Then repeat. Again. And again. And again. And slowly, what used to feel impossible starts to feel normal. And what used to feel normal, constant distraction, starts to feel exhausting. And that's when you know you've changed the pattern. So next time you sit down and feel the urge to leave, pause. Notice it. Don't react immediately, because that impulse is not you. It's training, and you can override it just by staying a little longer. And that little longer is where everything begins. Because in the end, focus isn't something you force. It's something that shows up when you stop teaching your brain to escape.